What's going on, guys? I'm Aetallidd. Welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. Last time we left off, we pretty much got onto the Darkwater Island or harbor and pretty much made our way around looking for clues. We talked to the shipmaster, and then we found that this warehouse over here is being on watch by, I guess, like this gang, the local prohibition gang, beer smugglers and stuff like that. And we ended up easily tricking them, which is through some really cool methods of just listening in, looking at some lore and history, and we could get some answers pretty easily. Which means, in this game, exploring pays off. And so that's what I'm going to be doing, except I'm not going up that ladder. That ladder has no rails. Alright, so now we're in here. We're going to be looking through this freaking thing. I forgot what the button is to press to interact. Oh. How did I like this? Oh, okay, there you go. And so, yeah, we're going to be looking in this warehouse. Which is kind of weird. Everything is, green. Have you noticed that? All the lights are green.
Let's see.
Am I about to picklock this? Wait, didn't I already picklock something?
Perfect.
Ooh, that reminds me, too. We also have... yeah, we have 2 CP points we have to pick out. So, we kind of need a... I gotta figure out how I want to play this game. You know, I definitely want to learn some occult stuff, right? But I also want to be able to spot hidden things. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects, and proving the skills increases your chances of finding hidden objects. So this actually might be worth it. Some of my psychology, actually a lot of these would be worth it. Like, my strength is pretty good. So is my eloquence. My medicine kind of sucks. And my investigation's pretty good. So I kind of maybe need to balance things out a little bit. Oh, okay. So occultism and medicine can only be improved by finding things in the environment. The rest of these I can add up. Neat. So I think I'm going to work on spot hidden. I'm going to just put 2 in there and get to 3. And then maybe bring up my my psychology next. Because that's kind of neat. I can look up my human behavior. Hold on, back up. So now, so I can spot hidden things. I'm a professional now. Ooh, hold on, I gotta validate my points. How do you validate them? Oh, I was in the same screen. I was being dumb. Alright, so now we got a little bit more spot hidden. I don't know how much that's going to help us.
This place stinks.
I already got another one. I only need 2 to get my psychology
What is
up.
the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Reconstruction. LTRT to reconstruction scene. Reconstruct the scene. Oh, what? Let's... Psychology.
The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages?
I'm going to treat it like it's the Joker, man, from Tim Burton's Batman. You know, after the Joker saw hey, the thing messed up, and he was like, ha 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 ha, and he smashed the glass, even though he was laughing. That dude probably wasn't laughing. Dude, this is awesome. Medicine. Oh, I'm sucky at medicine.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
Probably the Hawkins.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Yeah, no shit. Ooh. What the hell's with all this fish?
It smells as bad as it looks.
Why do some of these fish look extra weird? Oh, that was just a fish with a fish head on it. I'm about to say. Ooh, what's this? Oh, what is that? What is everything? It's neat how that stays up there. So might as well look at this, right? Occultism.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Hello. Oh, so it looks like I learned the important things. Neat. But I'm going to look at everything.
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
It seems like somebody was just been left here to sleep and stuff like that. So now I gotta come out of it. Because I think I looked at everything. And I wonder if that means that's where the hidden objects would be. So new clue memorized. And I earned another CP. Wow, I earned a lot of CPs. So let's, hold on, let's look. Okay, so I earned 2, so I can bring my psychology up now already. Which I'm going to go ahead and do that. Ah, I need 2 more CP to get it back to 3, man. Okay, well that's fine. Because I need, the rest of them are going to need 6 anyway. So if I bring that up, then I can bring my other stuff up. So let's see, skills. Ooh, hold on, skills to pay the bills. Mental trauma. Okay, so I don't think I, like, okay, it said like I earned something, but I guess I gotta look at something else. No, that's not it. Oh, here we go, clues. Hawkins Well, officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death, this warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact. The presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted, probably removed from a wound, as well as pills, painkillers, and sleeping pills. Moreover, the occupants seemed to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected to the artist's life, photograph, press cutting. But as the discovery of a partly charred painting recognized by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion, this allows all doubts to be lifted as to the link between the contents of this building and the Hawkins case. Interesting. And these are other things I think I'm pretty sure I already read. So what's inventory? Ooh, knowledge. Oh, it pretty much just says what I gathered. Okay, so now I did that. Man, this is cool. Okay, so where do I gotta go now? Okay, it says I can leave here. And I'm pretty sure this is the front of the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the front. Man, this whole green thing is kind of freaking me out. Later, dudes.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again.
Uh-oh.
I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
So I can threaten. Let's team up. Someone else has been interested in the Hawkins. This case is far from being wound up. So strength plus professional.
You sent your men away. Bad idea. I see only one overweight police officer and one hardened veteran.
How dare you? I am a representative of the law.
Relax. Look what I found. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Ooh.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it.
Uh-oh.
Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Damn.
Right, you.
Come on, keep the smile.
She
You
just
don't
did the
wanna force
same
me
move
to
we did
widen
to
it.
him.
Okay, I get it.
Oh, she's talking
Can we
about
go
a
to the
stiletto.
mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Man, she is one tough lady.
Is
Oh.
it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge.
Yeah, we saw it already. Don't shoot me.
You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Dude, is there legitimately a road that goes up there? Because we just see a bunch of... Man, we could actually finish the last episode with the end of that chapter, you know? Because this was actually pretty short. So Pierce managed to get to into the warehouse. That place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Sign of a recent occupation as well as partly charred painting. Interrupted by his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawking mansion. Chapter 3. Oh man, like Outlast except with Cthulhu-ness. I'm pretty sure he's not going to come with us. How'd you get that? Oh. Did she give you that scar, dude? Oh, who's breathing heavily? That's some awkward breathing. This is where sanity comes in play. Why do I have a feeling like the rest of this game is going to take place in this mansion, and we're in and about
here we are, Hawkins Mansion.
Dude, this place looks like shit.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Ooh, this is actually a good question.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
I've got other questions. Let's see. So there's different options I could take here. So there's an unlocked answer, but let me see
You're
this
the
one.
one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Well, he seemed like a good dude, right? I mean, he's like legitimately like concerned that there's a piece of evidence that's been removed. He might be a little shaken to actually figure things out, but at least he's like, we kind of do need to figure this out. It's probably going to get me killed, though.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
You probably
He
should.
talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Oh, we're going to talk about everything, dude. You can just chill out. Let's see. No, we're going to...
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Its foundation's like a solid
It's
piece
got
of
nothing
rock.
to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
I'm pretty sure it's because he had like a Cthulhu-based cult that he was worshipping. That's where all his money went.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go.
But
Right.
an insane old man would be terrifying. All insane people are scary.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
Kind
I'll
of
go
ruined that
with
with
you.
all the questions.
If only to reassure Silas.
I think it'd be good to have him, because it'd be good to have somebody that is a local that says, hey, you could trust me kind of thing. Look, I have Officer Bradley with me.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
All right, guys, we're actually gonna end this episode here because we're just starting chapter 3, and I'm actually thinking that maybe by some chance I can actually finish like chapter. I guess it depends on how much talking I have to go through, and we'll go from chapter to chapter. But I figured like this actually would be a good stopping point because we're about to get into this mansion. We got into the warehouse. We know that. Excuse me. We know that. I already forgot her name. I think it was Baker or something like that. Is pretty much like the gang lord here, and she's pretty much like a gang lord. You know, we were on her turf. She uses stiletto to cut people. She probably cut the officer. The officer is not a bad dude. He looks like he's wanting to help, you know, on this case because we found some evidence. We went to the warehouse, found the evidence that we were looking for, and now we're about to explore this scary-ass mansion. So anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you all next time.